Hi, my name is Sarah Tanzer, and this is my classroom management PowerPoint. Okay, my philosophical beliefs, I mostly related with Lee Cantor, who I wrote about in my theorist paper. His approach to classroom management is interact with students in a calm and meaningful manner, focusing on positive behavior while providing a climate where students' needs are met. Um, I like this because I want to have my expectations clearly put in place on the first day of school, and um, the rules are going to be stated and clearly stated, and students will understand what is expected of them and what the consequences are if they choose to misbehave. But I do really want to focus on positive praise. Um, like what Luke talked about in the teacher panel, um, praise publicly and punish privately, I think is huge because not only does the student who is being praised feel good, but it also kind of will ripple out to the whole class if they are seeing positive praise or publicly being publicly praised. And same goes with the punish privately. That student is going to feel, ashamed of their behavior and whatnot. And I also related to Edward Ford and his responsible thinking process theory. He said like students should take responsibility of their own lives while still being respectful to their classmates. This can kind of give students freedom of choice and they're choosing how they want to behave, but they also understand the consequences if they choose to misbehave. So it just kind of gives students a little bit more of like freedom of choice. Okay, developing rules. I really liked what the kindergarten teacher talked about at the teacher panel. Having the students come up with their own rules, whether having, but also I want to be able to have my own, like, kind of have them getting at what rules I want them to come up with. I think it gives the classroom a sort of like sense of unity that they're getting to choose how they want the classroom to operate. Um, and also positive, being having positive rules. I'm not going to have any like don't do this. It's going to be like respect your classmates. Just keeping on the positive side. Um, So rewards and incentives. My cooperating teacher for my placement uses the Dojo app, which I really like, and it's very effective. If students are behaving and following directions, so she'll say like, Tommy, you get a working hard dojo, and like other kids will kind of pick up on that and start to just do their work. And same with the other way around. If someone is goofing off or talking out of turn, they'll get a negative dojo. And I think that it's really effective. Also, she does it's a good way to communicate with the parents as well. So the parents can check up on their students. If their student is having a bad day or a good day, the parents know that. And at the end of each week, they have a percentage of like good behavior dojos. So students with a percentage in like the 90 to 95 percentile, they will get their name put in a drawing, and then at the end of the month or at the end of the term, however she chooses to do it, but I kind of would like to have something at the end of each term or semester, whatever it is, where the children's names are drawn and then they get an extra reward, like a gum pass, or kids really like to eat eat lunch in the teacher's room, so that could be another reward that they could get for getting their name drawn for having the highest amount of dojos. And also I liked what Luke talked about at the teacher panel, having a classroom goal. So students that are having a really good day behavior wise can contribute a coin or a marble or something to the jar that's in the front of the room, visible for all of the students to see. And if someone is having bad behavior, they, at the end of the day, take a piece out of the jar, and that's their kind of punishment for the day. And they can, it's nice because the whole class is contributing. So if one student is not having a good day, they're going to affect the whole classroom because they're removing coins or marbles from the jar, and they're working towards that goal to fill the jar up. And if the jar is filled at the end of the term, then the whole class can have like a game, like just in an afternoon, not a whole day, but like a afternoon movie day, or afternoon, like pick a game you want to play, or like a pizza party or something like that. And it would just be a nice goal to work at for the whole term or trimester or quarter, however it goes. Okay, misbehavior. Like I said earlier, I really want to have my expectations clearly put in place so students know what's expected of them and they know what will happen if they choose to misbehave. I really would just want to start out with nonverbal cues, like kind of give that student a look, maybe go over, if I'm giving instruction, go over to that student, like change up where I am placed in the classroom, and just put my hand on their shoulder, or even just go stand by them, and they'll kind of sense like, okay, I need to shape up or whatever. And if that doesn't work, threaten a negative dojo, give a negative dojo. At the end of the day, if they just had a bad day, removal of coin from the jar, because that was another incentive thing for the whole classroom, and that could be another way of punishment for a student with misbehavior. I really want to avoid sending kids in the hallway or going to the office, because I really believe that some students that are misbehaving or talking out of turn and being disrespectful, that's what they want. They want to like stand out from their peers, and they want to be put into the hallway so they can goof off on their own. And maybe it would be a good thing to just let them have a breather, but that would only be for certain circumstances. For communication with parents, moving on, I really want to make sure that I can reach out to the parents before the school year starts and kind of get to know like what their family dynamics are, what's their culture like at home. I want to build relationship with my students' parents or whoever they're living with, because I really think that that has a huge impact on how that child is going to learn in the classroom and how their behavior will be in the classroom. And we're with the students more than some of their parents are. So I think it's nice to have a kind of a cooperating relationship with the parents. And I would like to, send out emails every couple weeks saying like, okay, like this is what's going on in the classroom, just to kind of keep in touch with the parents. And the parents can, for the dojo thing, if they have an iPad or an iPhone, they can follow along with that, and they can feel free to ask me questions about why did my kid get a negative dojo, what did he do, what did they do, I should say. Yeah, so keep up a relationship with the parents as much as I can. Okay, social skills. I want to be positive but firm. I want to make sure my students have, they understand what's expected of them, and I'm willing to be flexible with certain punishments for certain students. For the first day of class, I really hope to, stand my ground and not get into, I will probably be intimidated by the students, but, try to not show it. and just keep a positive attitude. I think positive is huge in the classroom. You know, if you're going to have a negative attitude and be crabby, then the students feed off of that. And I just hope to have a positive, like, working environment and hope that the students can feed off of the positive energy and, you know, firm but fair. So that's what I hope to accomplish. The